Obi, I haven't only been defamed though. I have been maligned. I have been to say me raho. Men can that out. Man can say me raho na me wow. Hey, Obi to them David Tamaklo. Or try out show social media say me nya me ho ama ma ware miensa. Me no can say me dey packing the bags for the purposes of emphasis and clarity. You read the Eoco's letters. Now you know what GAP is in the audit report.
Yes.
Now you know what P&Y investment is in the audit report. And now you know what BIMABA is in the audit report. These are the three things that Eoco invited me to discuss with me on.
Based on the petition from
the parent executive secretary. Obi, yenkani ni na bom 3.2 million for GAP.
Yes.
588,000 for the P&Y investment.
Which has already been...
Student has already been, but they make us and make a point.
Okay.
And then 5.2 million for GAPT. Okabumwa, 9 million and 5,000.
9 million and 5,000. Okay. These are the three issues flagged by the audit report.
And these are the three issues
written
to me by the executive secretary. Okay. And these are the three issues written to me by Eoco. And yet, miraculously, under some strange circumstances, Eoco, in even writing on the back of the invitation on the petition from IMCC, still inflated this 9 million to 20 million. But if you say these are the three issues, then these three issues do not amount to 20 million.
On the 13th of July, information about Top Monteson here said Eoco for Ensaka, a branch of Miracle Abuaje. Miracle Abuaje, now the spokesperson for Dr. Bawumia'S during the campaign. Now, information about Top Monteson, baby, now for a kind, especially before normally it was because of say Miracle Abuaje vying for the position of the National Communication Officer and then they threat to NDC for swinging a mama Eoco for Ensaka. But the truth of the matter is even before 2026, ne Eoco for any miracles Abuaje if I see a ding come about when maybe your more friend a crime and I say be a CKB ayira or poor investigation. And the miracle Abuaje be ding come out old say most of the information are Eoco for a kafana and the information the better one they find on no correct. And I'm so many big crap was say I'm an yiri crampo currently crampo no ne yiri apaka nyama o free fee na ebusia amafo say Eoco for sanche miracle Abuaje be warning somewhere was a back about it, but on the other side it was just say Eoco went too far by exaggerating their figures. I hate too much. Best subscriber may please name me after so I'm sending me up with dance now on Saturday. It was on the 13th of July and a Eoco for this press statement he beto a Montesco, Mamin Kaima. Now in the press statement a Eoco for the beto Montesono or much also economic and organized crime office head office. Now I feel back saying much say for immediate release. Press statement. Arrest of Dennis Abuaje and Gerard appear in respect of 55 million Ghana cedis investigation into the Interministerial Coordinating Committee on Decentralization. Date was say Accra 13 July 2026. Ebusia Maminkai just the first paragraph. Let me find insane Michi Mankasa. Let me find Embo. Now, the Economic and Organized Crime Office wishes to inform the general public that it has arrested Mr. Dennis Edward Abuaje, former Executive Secretary of the Interministerial Coordinating Committee on Decentralization, in connection with ongoing investigation into alleged financial and procurement-related irregularities at the Secretariat. The arrest follows extensive investigations commenced by Eoco after receiving a petition from the current Executive Secretary of the same, requesting further investigations into a forensic audit conducted into the affairs of the Secretariat covering the period from 1st August 2022 to 2nd February 2025. When the first paragraph, charges are omode bono ana inyenam suntia omode eche no. Number 1, omachro conspiracy of stealing and stealing. 2, using public office for profit. 3, causing financial loss to the state. 4, dissipation of public funds. 5, defrauding by false pretense. And 6 na money laundering. Now, ebusafo enti on the 30th of July Ayokufo ensaka yeni abema Miracles Abuaje. This was a motive omode tie no, but according to information so on krata so ne say na we frase ya ono mu dins awoso into the investigation no ekoso no na Yokufo empeso bitikwan, but omani ba mo so no na we dey kan tu kwan kre from any mu a was return no no mu nya information say Miracle Abuaje tu kwan wasi ambe pim o mani mo. Enti one man immigration for boy Emma Yokufo ensaka ba na enti say ne Miracle Abuaje dwane efu o mani mo. Now figures are Yokufo de beto mountain so no mo say 55 million Ghana cedis na nye Miracle Abuaje kwa ne mo no one abranta your friend Gerard Apia. Now Miracle Abuaje ko di nkomo wo Asempa na ne komodi a wodi ni yese sikasem one Yokufo ewo no 55 million Ghana cedis. Wama Ghana for na ma show mo say wa bokro no kesi bi mu no o check his kane nyina no just 9 million Ghana cedis. Later cramp no mo say 20 million Ghana cedis, but o chem say it was only 9 million Ghana cedis. Now Yama Miracle Abuaje a bail of 50 million Ghana cedis. Ama ene ya granted the bail, but enkotie enkomodia Miracle Abuaje akodi wo Asempa wo che say na yere cramp pack out all because of Yokufo sense ama asem na affect na warrior. You see actually
for the purposes of emphasis and clarity, you read Eoco's letters. Now you know what GAP-T is in the audit report.
Yes.
Now you know what PNY investment is in the audit report. And now you know what BMABA is in the audit report. These are the three things that Eoco invited me to discuss with me on.
Based on the petition from
the current executive secretary. Obi, Yankani Nina Boom, 3.2 million for GAP-T.
Yes.
588,000 for the PNY investment,
which has already been
has already been, but they make us and make a point.
Okay.
And then 5.2 million for GAP-T. Okabumwa 9 million and 5,000.
9 million and 5,000. Okay. These are the three issues flagged by the audit report.
And these are the three issues written to me by the executive secretary. Okay. And these are the three issues written to me by Eoco. And yet, miraculously, under some strange circumstances, Eoco, in even writing on the back of the invitation on the petition from IMCC, still inflated this 9 million to 20 million.
Almost about 20 million.
Yes, it's okay.
Yeah,
it's okay. Me, like I said, I don't have a problem. But if you say these are the three issues, then these three issues do not amount to 20 million. They amount to 9 million. For whatever reason why you did 20, you only know. But again, facts are facts. I don't know, you don't fight those things. And I feel me buy a discussion. I've been cooperating. I was with you. Obi, I didn't even hear my intro.
Yes.
All the things that were happening on the street. Me who Monday 9:30 p.m. And I'm saying they were protesting on my behalf. I didn't even know. It wasn't Monday, Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday. And I'm Tuesday numre. And I'm in fact, around. And you remember about 4 p.m. when they were transporting me to go and do a search in my house.
Yeah.
And I mean, who says I was shocked when I saw the people. Because I was even telling them, but how? How did people get to know about this? And I say, I'm on Crawford now. And I'm saying, no. The people that knew I was here have strict instructions to ensure that this doesn't happen. It's here moving in one. I mean, we say, a friend is saying, I'm on Crawford, it's all over social media. Before I realized that apparently David Tamaklu, who is very closely associated with the Eoco, is the one that made the first post about my detention at Eoco. Fast forward. Many Eoco for come if pictures of Muko take here. I want me fear midday when they showed it.
I know why I'm gonna take pictures.
Eoco, I was with them. All the pictures I know they took and then you shared it. It's okay. It's okay. Nina and your issue. Obi politics maybe a politician. Me crown and menya and this in the business you're just doing politics. So all those things don't bother me. My real bother is the official statement. You see, people like David Tamaklo and Co. They are just doing their social media, doing their politics. It's an NDC guy doing his politics. It's okay. But for an organization like Eoco, you don't do that to your citizen. You don't do that to your citizen. Know me very well that this is what you are discussing with me in there.
Yes.
And then you put out there a different figure. In fact, I've asked them.
You've asked them about the 50.
Yes, I asked them.
Because again, sitting here, and maybe Eoco had written to you, said, "Bra, on these 3 issues." But in the process, they may have identified other issues.
So I asked them. Okay. Well,
if there are any other issues, they have to let you know.
Yes. So okay. As far as you've been able to put it out there in a statement there, that means you've settled on some. Okay, can you please tell me, as I am sitting here, the 55 million offer. They told me say almost 55 million.
Eoco officers.
Yes, catch them say they didn't give any 55 million out to anybody, and they are right. You can't, because the fact of the matter is that in my engagement with them, there is no 55. In fact, there cannot be 55 million. Organization didn't have. Organization didn't have 55 million.
What if the Eoco officers now can deny this statement?
Well, they can deny. If they deny it, they should come bring the 55 million out.
Where they got the 55 million from?
Now we investigating 55 million. Won't mean can't me. It's a ban send out to me 55. So would deny a virtual bond.
From the 3 issues they are investigating you on, no can you
9 million and 5,000.
Even that.
I don't know 3.2 or gapti. It's gapti no more MD or Kwaji on her. 558,000. Accountant. 5.2 million. Any conversation that Eoco is having with me in terms of procurement process. I know Crampono almost a consultant no ye Jumano or you are down for. We have identified the consultants and you are down for. And see, that is what we are on now. It's okay. Some the money in our processes. So beside your conversations. And see, that's why I keep saying, say, and no, it's nothing. And yeah, dear extra so you could say, yeah, investigation. Oh yeah, my consultant be contract consultants, no, what down for. And the audience now the man were down for conversations. Oh, maybe I'm down for, but I wasn't part of the selection process. Selection process was done by somebody else near the Obinasa Kroma and I've on your business.
Yes.
President in New York ran your business. President in New York a cabinet Koje your friend is saying gold mining. So president recuse no.
Yeah.
Now have you ever heard me speak against the president brother doing business? No. You know why? Because I keep insisting. I've said it everywhere. Say Bawumia be president. Ninuya Abraham Bawumia. As we speak, or your businessman from President Kufuor time, or your businessman at Amel's time, or your businessman Mahama time, or your businessman Kufuor time. It is a Bawumia be president. Abraham Bawumia should not stop being a businessman. So he will still do business. That is why me, when you go to cabinet and go and take a gold concession for your because I want you to put it on record, say, if Ibrahim Mahama is doing business, which I have no problem with, then there is no way, say, Abraham Bawumia cannot do business when Bawumia is president. Because as we speak, Bawumia is not president, but Abraham Bawumia is doing business. Why should Abraham Bawumia all of a sudden stop doing business? And that is why I always had issues with the NDC people who were always going after Gabi or Chedakon, Kandoforiata and all those. I said, stop what you are doing. Because the fact that Gabi's cousin or uncle is president doesn't all of a sudden stop him from doing anything in his life. It's where we have been since Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and said consultancy 5.2 million. Audit reports say, and guess I'm here international competitive bidding, and I mean use international competitive bidding. And I Eoco you consultants and call you or your best friend. Your best friend, I want to shubum, when your business. Your come account to Mukre, Musa was send you scada, Musa was sending scada into the year. It's okay. There's no problem with that. Consultancy,
the 5.2 million.
What is the label? Read the label.
In a way, Ministry of Local Government, Decentralization and Rural Development, MMDC's Community Engagement 2022-2023. Okay, from IMCC.
Yes.
It is a reporter, Bima Bafone submitted.
Yes. Inti ejumani niye, ena Eoco say, oh, ejumana moye no, what the ma wadanfo, ena wadanfo eye ejumano.
Oh, okay.
So that is what we've been discussing for the past 3 days, 4 days at Eoco. You understand? Obi, on the back of this report, Cabinet established a Cabinet subcommittee.
A report,
yes, a Cabinet subcommittee to look at the needs, the priority projects are. A war report, Imua, a bind between a fan and 10 terms. Why? Near money been a coffee drip by.
From this report?
Yes, in a coffee drip in India, by because we realized that most of the needs for the assemblies were roads. Roads. So government decided that listen, we will not be able to asphalt or tar every road at the same time. I tell you, I didn't have machines in at least any permanent presence in the district. There was a subcommittee set up by cabinet. Now the chief of staff and the vice president, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, were co-chair. Director of research at the presidency and the secretary. Me and I'm coordinator. There are other reports that came out of that from this. Itemizing ABA, said this should be our short list of ABA 30. That 30 has been shortlisted. Then further shortlisted by the subcommittee to identify which ones government can get done within that space of time. And then identify agencies are bind it be wabun say be a clinic. Now committee na free health insurance say more project fund no. Munje na clinic we mun fanye and all of that. So all those things have been done. But that is what Eoco is discussing with me. Obi, how do you discuss 5.2 million consultancy work with me? And then you put a statement out saying we're investigating for 55 million. Now, we are sir. DM Pana winning film.
Because you believe so much in story now, on a Ghana for a channel every year, you know. Do you feel, sir, you've been defamed?
Obi, I haven't only been defamed though. I have been maligned. I have been, to say, meraho. Menkandada. Manka yesa me roha na me wo. He obi to dem David Tamaklo. O try out show social media say me nya me ho ama ma ware miensa. Me no ka say me rekra wa packing the bags.
No, say David Tamaklo no onye Eoco.
No. I'm just say it is all emanating from the impact of some of these things. The impact of some of these things. Me fear ya mountains am umako twitwa mo de to miss 2019 am ye fie no me start fie no kra na a friend say me kra me nyambe ye MCA nkakran be poso dan woni bi se no usif utumi ye kakra na wa flow na wo hyemu a ewuma na wa ye kakra ewuma na wa ye kakra kakra akotwa na da beto social media na odi mu fa na aban we se ye ka say ye kotwitwa nkrofo fie a omotitimu a ne da beto abonti a ye betumi nya bebi atena.
But Samanfo who dying now, don't you think that is something that was a Obia can say, hey,
and Obi na me kra me as pass me to me a bobra, once I'm in Sassy mountains, I'm to be. Yes, Obi 2,000 plot. You see, idea 12 months, Ebusuya Sass and me down na me ton 2,000 plot. Nti say be a will be pass as mountains see there home. Obi multiply 2,000 plots by mpane say 20,000 can say they forget if I say me say Ebusuya Sass na me lidi aton. Into the Ebusuya Sass na me ton will be 20,000 kan ba ku bia menya wo so a 20,000 times 2,000 is 40 million. Obi nti 40 million they say me ye kra ba be see despite the AB wo e won cry. Una wenya osika na wo se wo be see wo de wo labon in the cantonment. Labon na wo kwakosi no. Me dan na me si no. E dan ni nyina mu kra no wo sika ne to asase pe wo cantonment. Wo no me dan na me si no. Wo me dan ni sika be to asase pe wo cantonment. Na wo so wo de ne be to asase wo cantonment. Na we si ni. Na me de no, me si ni say compound house. Wo share it say compound house. Wo na compound house here no. Na me si ni say compound house wo be possible.
Ebusuya Sass so.
No, me toy. Sasa se Ebusuya Sass kra, wo ni me Ebusuya ade ba ko Ebusuya Sass wo ni say ye de talk right to yaka.
Of course, that's in.
Uni masase mo sama wonti ase.
Usi udai wo.
Me na me ka kire wo.
If I see a die or family lands right.
Yes. What one ya beje fi o mansem. Nti Ebusuya Sass se ye de talk right to yaka. Na je ho krata, na fansa esiso. Na be ye wo ne wo mbade ya. So I just say, into be where they are the better social media now they you way. It's a walk around be someone say na de nti na bia. Wo no say wo pe bia. No about you mountains one me once I see be brave. David Oba. Obi say obi hu lands ni bi da. Yes, when you come the lands are there. Me ton me one penny for you one beton say ni bi wo me ho. E wo mountains wo. Into Oba. Me ton bia ma. Now so kakran wo die den. Isi so. But this one that you are as a dana some kind of hame. Who that done year 2024 now and this phone pay. Akwe odi obi ata anything. Do America what's his name? Generally you odi obi ata me. I order to social media. No answer no be said that shem pass. And shem pass. Dan say shem pass. Say esi abonten. Nti that's not my issue. Obi there hame e won sem ni na 3 wives no. Say me what 3 wives an kan yeme ya. I can make atum, but see a minute 3 hours I do me sweet. Let us obi.
No, say no, and nipa na o kan ye no. it is within your right to institute civil action.
Now, but they are all emanating from.
It flows from your consent.
Obi aye no pe o me no ka say ebusuafo ni ade nyina frɛ say na over 55 million na on come. What you say? So it's I think that they've done me a lot of disservice. That does not in any way take it away from the fact that we are discussing substantive issues, which I have always cooperated on those substantive issues. Endra Kramiko. So what you say? Endra, I was there. We are discussing substantive issues, serious issues that we are discussing. And I keep saying, some of these things, you go for too. From my successor now, no what personal vendetta be and I say. A queen be so or no say me buy me in it be a me buy me na permanent job. A jumana wo ye no, a jumana wom sisi me na permanent, me na money permanent. Then and I say me you wedi. I never sacked him. It's not true. He was employed on IGF. Me more na me be man employed in the proper civil service. Obi, how does it become a misake? I can give you evidence for you to read. Sometimes I am in private engagement in conversation when in Kofonia I will share. But when I gave you this job, you were happy and said, God bless me.
Asempa FM.
That will be the land ministry there. No?
Yes, civil service there. No. Obefa was civil service letter. No. You were happy and said, God bless me. So how do you say God bless me after you've come to pick your letter? And then you come and, why do you do this? Obi.
Yeah, but what he did not be standard procedures, at least when you take over an organization and you feel say what will be I want to say now we institute your friend is saying an audit into how the place was run. Why should that be a problem?
You see, there's a difference between witch hunting. Yes. So there's a fine line between witch hunting and audit in good faith. Say audit in good faith and I will not be having this confusion. What kind of audit reports? Okay, do you see the gaps? In one breath, the audit report tells you, say, we cited no document. Yeah. Then the same breath, the same audit report on the same subject, but they say, after reviewing documents, the same audit report. Report, I will say, you cited no documents. That same report will say, after reviewing documents for the same subject matter, I find that, say is the issue. When who document, about review document. There are a lot of issues I can raise in this audit report. But again, like I keep saying, I am needless. What is important is the substantive matter that I'm discussing with Eoco, which is the procurement processes and all of that of 5.2 million. Nothing more, nothing less. 55 million be any baby because organization ankasa me the report achrew am we organization ankasa me ko mu kra sika me kokoto ye e ba ne say na organization na 33 million utumi we 55 million na say utumi san ye adwuma doesn't even make sense. Accountant here you were trying to use as a decoy to make it look like guilty by association. This accountant is not liable and not paying any 50. I've shown you all the documents. The accountant is paying 558,000 of something that he has owned up to. I don't know how the main no kaboom. It's unfair. Obi, see, I can say a democracy say near Bayana. A bear tit for tats, a be other bear me no. Obi for fraud. It may not be me, but Sani Pano or no trato. Also baby. Then where do we go from here? Like, why should you do that at all costs? At all costs, like I said, a queen beer, some miracles, and can anuntum. No be me to show to become a to money. What shall me tea? We send me tea. Me to become a new to Mujidi send me to become a new to money. Debbie Obi Ntinia man this for camp to more position me makakota. Near Momodi ye, I am no one neighbor. Omobaha no can send baby Obi your position and this for being tete. A friend is saying first class neighborhood in Ghana, no more position. No position for credit to meet that first class neighborhood. What is Obi KBB? What is say Yomu ye omuye?
Company for say one kasa nti ho a ye yi bone nti miracle budget we dey komo a we kire mu Eoco for arrest no hand feel because as a matter of fact no we free say on Eoco for no ADs I was so nti no he didn't see the need say there was a arrest no obi a dey say na miracle ye say e no ko ne ba e we ni komodi a miracles awaji e dey better point me so kwa nkire ho no mesem dey mo say obi nkire obi an ko dey better comment section dey marry you have was 5 GNC na for dey mo so so e ko dey me adoman so am say me afi mo say wetin maka